You're watching HCAM TV.
HCAM News is supported by our viewers and by Hopkinton Drug, located in this historic New England town since 1954. They are a multifaceted store dedicated to providing clients with an array of healthcare options.
Hello, everybody, and welcome into HCAM News Live. I am your host, Tom Nappy. HCAM News Live is on HCAM TV every Thursday from 6:30 to approximately 7 p.m. And on today's edition, we have the latest in Hillers sports highlights, including a look at the Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Hockey Senior Night. And also, we get a update about the Sharon Timlin Memorial 5K with the director, Wade Marshall. He'll talk about this year's race. But first, DPW Director John Westerling joined us on our Hopkinton Hangout Hour show to talk about the latest happenings at the DPW, and including a very relevant topic nowadays, snow cleanup. How do they handle it? Let's hear from John Westerling. One of the main topics with DPW Director John Westerling was procedure of cleaning the roads after a snowstorm.
Just perfect time. It just happened to have the man that we can talk about snow. It's our own DPW Director, John Westerling. Hi, John.
Good afternoon, Mike, and good afternoon, residents of Hopkinton. The timing was perfect. We've got a blizzard coming in, and we scheduled this. So
this is outstanding. And a lot of people don't know what it takes to keep these roads clear for a storm, before and after, and what have you. But they just are accustomed of the nice, clean roads. So today, I just want to give a little insight on what does it take to get these roads clean. And it's not that, the snow's coming down, let's call and wake everybody up and go out. There's a little bit more to it than that, right?
yes, that's a wonderful question, Mike. We have we're fortunate to have a very dedicated crew here. The snow removal operations, those are all managed by our highway manager, Mike Manser. And he lays out the plan for attack of the storm. And then we've got all of our highway and water and sewer employees. This is an all hands on deck operation for us. So those folks are, again, dedicated to making sure that the roads here in Hopkinton are safe for travel, that commuters can get to and from work, and that folks can get around as they need to and get home safely to their families. So the planning starts with making sure that all of the equipment is ready to hit the roads, that the salt spreaders are operational, that the plows fit the trucks and they're ready to go on. Also, making sure that we have plenty of salt in our salt shed. Last week, just on Friday, we had 15 trailer dump loads of salt that were delivered.
Wow.
If you follow us on our Twitter page, you'll see a great photo of our loader pushing all of the salt up into the salt barn. And then it's a matter of being prepared and watching the forecast. We watch every one of the news stations. We also have precision weather, which gives us a forecast for just Hopkinton centralized. But as any New Englanders know, the forecast isn't worth the paper it's written on. It can change based on the way that the wind is blowing. Oh, that's a great photo.
There you go. That's our Twitter feed. Yes.
Yeah. Based on the storm fronts, the highs and the low pressure areas. So it's really, we've got to be flexible and nimble to be able to move depending upon what the storm brings. The guys came in at 5:30 this morning because there was a little light dusting of snow on the road. So the guys came in and they spread the salt to make sure that, that would melt. The snow wouldn't stick to the road. So right now, there's not too much accumulation on the roads. I was just coming in. The roads are starting to get a little greasy, but we're ready. We're ready to go.
DPW Director John Westerling also talked about the procedure of cleaning the sidewalks.
We strive for black pavement as soon as the last snowflake falls. Like you said, there is a competition internally, but we're all one team. We're all one team serving the community.
Right. Now, you also have to take care of sidewalks.
Yeah.
You know, what kind of mission is that like now that especially they've added all those sidewalks on the east side of town? What's that like these days? You have extra equipment for that now?
So we were very fortunate in that 2 years ago, we received a third sidewalk machine. But you have to picture, we're out there fighting the storm, and every one of our plow operators has a route that they have to cover. And then at the end of that route, we've got 3 operators for our 3 sidewalk machines that have to then get into a sidewalk snowblower and drive 17 miles of sidewalk. So not only are they fatigued from 5:30 this morning through the last snowflake, but then they've got to get in these machines and they've got to clear the sidewalks. So you talk about dedication to the community, but you know that's equally important because we've got folks that love to run on the sidewalks, folks that are walking to and from school, and we want to make sure that that's safe for everybody.
And you can see the entire interview with DPW Director John Westerling at our YouTube page, youtube.com/HCAMTV. Another guest that we had featured on our program, the Hopkinton Hangout Hour, was Wade Marshall, who is the director of the annual, much anticipated Sharon Timlin 5K to help fight ALS. And he updated about this year's upcoming race. It is going to look a little different. Here's a look.
Like I said, over 20 years in town. Put a couple of kids through the school system here. One through it. One is a junior this year. So happy with how that all turned out. And really got involved in the running community early on in my time in Hopkinton. So joined the Hopkinton Running Club in this first year that it started, which was 2003. And, been a pretty active member in the club throughout the, almost 20 years, 18 years that the club's been around.
Now, were you a runner before that?
Yeah, I was. I mean, I'm a, I'm what's called a back of the pack runner. I take my time running these races. So I have run quite a few races. To date, I've run 15 marathons and 1 ultra, and a whole slew of half marathons, 5Ks, 10Ks, and things like that.
Okay.
So pretty active in the running community.
Wait, what's an ultra?
Ultra is anything over a marathon. So that's I did a 50K, which was 31 miles. That was 2017.
Wow.
So,
how hard was that?
That was not fun. that was a long, arduous night. It started at 7:00 at night, and just you ran till you decided to stop running. So yeah, it was tough. It was tough.
Wade talked a bit about the history of the Sharon Timlin Memorial 5K.
Standing event director prior to me was Abby Rosenberg, who did a fantastic job, her and her team over the years. Really made this race what it is today, and they did a fantastic job with that. And I think it started again in 2004, and really in conjunction with the Angel Fund. So they did a lot of work with the Angel Fund and raising money for ALS research, and that was how the name came about. The Sharon Timlin Memorial Race was named after Mike Timlin, former pitcher for the Red Sox, named after his mom, who had who had passed away from ALS, many years ago, and really that's sort of how the whole thing started and became with the work with the Angel Fund and the ALS research over the last. I think this is the 18th year of the race. Has raised over $2 million for research, and 100% of the funds we raise go right to the Angel Fund. And it's the Cecil B. Day Laboratory, UMass Medical.
Wade also talked about what the race will look like this year.
Decided that given everything going on and things are just so much up in the air as far as when we can have large gatherings again and when something like a Timberland race can really kick off and happen. We decided just to start from this, just start off going virtual.
Okay.
Just go, instead of going down two paths at the same time, you know, what happens if we're virtual versus what happens if we're in person. We just went down the virtual path.
How do you have this event virtually? What does that look like?
So again, people will run a 5K, whether that's, and again, a lot of these logistics we're still kind of tweaking.
Okay.
So a lot of, you'll run a 5K, and then you'll upload your time to the website that you register on. So we've used Run Sign Up for our registration. You'll run a 5K and you'll upload your time. Is that upload is, you know, in the form of data from your watch, or maybe you just type it in yourself. Those are some of the logistics we're working on.
Yeah.
And again, we're really just trying to make this a fun event. And so last year, I think if you go to our website, which is SharonTimlinRace.org, you can see some of the 2020 pictures that were up there, and a lot of people were uploading their pictures, and families were, you know, wearing their Sharon Timlin shirts, going out for a run, and it was really a good time. You'll see a lot of things on there. We had a virtual toast with the completion of the race with Mike Timlin and his family. There's, you know, a virtual Star Spangled Banner that somebody sang and recorded. So you can really pull a lot from the website, and we'll try to keep some of that for this year as well.
Now, you had mentioned that there is a registration fee, and that's where a lot of your raising comes from. I got a question that I'm seeing here. Do they accept donations?
Yes. So once the site is, again, once things are set up, yes, we will accept donations. You can either do that just through the website, or you can support somebody who's a team member. I think we'll have a list of teams out there. Or you can also, you know, reach out to me. Probably the best way to reach me, as I'll put it out there now, my email address is waydem, WAYDEM 1969 @gmail.com. It's the best way to reach me. And certainly we'd love to help you, you know, help people donate to the cause. And, you know, the other thing too is that it is Father's Day weekend that weekend. So we're hoping, you know, a lot of families will run with dad and share some of that, share some of the photos with us and their experiences.
We are certainly looking forward to another great year of the Sharon Timlin Memorial 5K. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we have the latest on Hillers sports, including a look at the Hopkinton Hillers boys varsity hockey senior night. Stay tuned. More HCAM news ahead. HCAM programming is supported by our viewers. Thank you. And by Phipps Insurance Agency, representing companies such as MapFree Insurance. Their family-owned independent agency is deeply rooted in the communities they serve and offer time-tested insurance products to fit individual needs. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance specializes in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance. And welcome back into HCAM News Live. Hopkinton Hillers Sports, believe it or not, entering the last couple of weeks of the winter sports season. Hillers boys hockey recently celebrated senior night. Girls and boys basketball was in action. Here's a look at the latest Hillers sports highlights. On Thursday, February 4th, Hillers girls basketball took on Westwood. In the varsity game, Lauren Cho netted 6 first-quarter points in to help the Hillers to an 11-5 lead. On the second, nope. Front of the rim it goes. Hillers have it. Here comes Cho. Driving in, up with the left hand, and good, plus the foul. Ariana Katzman netted 5 Westwood points in the second quarter. as the Wolverines outscored the Hillers 16-8 in the second and led 21-19 at the half.
Pass over to Olivia Williams, back to Dolly on the short corner. Fires it up top to Hancock. Now to the wing to Katzman for three, knocks it down. Now Fleming turns it around. Over to Williams, up for three, knocks it down.
It was a back and forth third quarter. Westwood took the frame 12-10. Westwood would also outscore the Hillers in the fourth quarter 11-7 and take the game 44-35.
Stevens takes it up, feeds it over to Hicks. Back to Stevens, up for three, got it. Wyatt Stevens, a sharpshooter there.
On Friday, February 5th, the Hillers boys took on Westwood. In the JV game, Westwood led 23-16 heading into the second half.
Stevens gets it over to Hicks. Now to the corner. Hyman for three. Got it.
The Hillers knocked down a pair of threes and outscored Westwood in the third quarter, 14-12, and cut Westwood's lead down.
Stevens takes it up. Drives the lane, up, count it. Wyatt Stevens.
35-30. Westwood leading into the fourth quarter, and Wyatt Stevens and Rowan Smith came through big for the Hillers in the fourth.
He'll feed it across. This should be Operation Burn Clock for the Hillers.
Very much.
Stevens driving down. Nice feed of Pantera, and Pantera finishes. What a beauty of a behind-the-back pass.
Wyatt Stevens dropped 5 points in the quarter, and Rowan Smith added 8 points of his own as the Hillers outscored Westwood 20-8 and took the game in comeback fashion 50-43.
A 2-1 game in favor of Westwood. Up for three is Cooper, and he knocks it down.
In the varsity game, Matt Cooper and Owen Schnurr each dropped 5 first quarter points. Hillers led 18-10 heading into the second.
Especially when we're not used to having the student section and all the parents and siblings. And
Matt Cooper knocking it down.
Westwood's Kyle Murray would drop 6 second quarter points as the Wolverines outscored Hopkinton in the frame 13-10. Hillers led at the half 28-23.
The entry. Feeds it over to Sarapusco. Nice finish. Sarapusco just waiting for it.
In the third quarter, Jake Sarapusco added 6 points for the Hillers, and Hopkinton won the quarter 18-17 and led 46-40 heading into the fourth.
Pass up to Dolabani to the bucket. Great block there by Casper. What hustle. Cooper feeds it over to the wing of Schnurr, driving in up with the right hand. Pulls it back down off the missed shot. Cooper, yes.
Matt Cooper added 7 points for the Hillers in the fourth quarter, but Westwood would add 20 points of their own to outscore the Hillers 20-11 and take the game 60-57. On Saturday, February 6th, Hillers boys hockey hosted Westwood. Prior to the game, they celebrated senior night. Here's a look at the festivities.
We are here today to acknowledge the effort, commitment, and dedication shown by each of our seniors over the course of their playing careers, both on and off the ice, especially during this most challenging time. And now for our senior Hopkinton Hillers. First, number 7, Aiden Walsh. And his partners, the our next senior, number 8, Tyler Morris. And his parents, Ryan, Peter, and his brothers, Drew and Alex. Our next senior, number 9, Kane Trevor. And his parents, Sally and Ryan, and his grandparents, Taylor and Devon Denise. Our next senior, number 10, Caleb Macy. And his parents, Liz and Brian. Our senior, number 13, Jeff Turco, and his brothers, Wally and Chris. How about senior number 16, David Moore, and his parents, Martha Malcolm, and his brother Paul. How about senior number 23, Ricky Barnes, and his parents, Lori and Jeff, and his brother Maxwell. Left to number 31, Colin Wilson, and his parents, Sherry and Scott, and his sister Joe. And last but not least, our senior captain, number 18, Ronnie Shays, and his parents, Trisha and Ron. Thank you to all of our seniors, to the members who provide us throughout the years, and good luck throughout the rest of the season. And good luck to both teams this afternoon.
In the first half, at 7:22 left, Westwood nets the first goal of the game.
Break here. Berman gets a stick in there and a goal for Westwood. Able to get by him and net it is Brendan Fay. Nice shot by Fay. Had the break he was looking for and able to pop it in for the Wolverines. The Hillers responded with 1:52 left in the half. Toko. Over to Aiden Walsh. He'll send it back towards Dixon. 15 seconds left on the two-man advantage. And that is in! Wow! Seamus! And did that go off of Toko? I believe it did.
Yeah.
I think Toko is going to get credit for the goal. Seamus will get the assist. Wow! Power by Seamus off of Toko and in a 1-1 game. And that score comes with 1:52 left in the first half. Jeff Toko, with the help of Ronnie Seamus, made it a 1-1 game. It stayed that way until the second half with 15:18 left to go. Mara up against Foley. Grazia gets in there. Back to Dixon. Mara. And that went in. Have it, Mara. Makes it 2-1 Hillers. And the score comes with 15:18 left in the second half. It was a 2-1 Hillers lead until 5:40 left in the game. 10 seconds left on the two-man advantage. Here comes Fahey. There's a shot and a goal! Right through the 5-hole goes Fahey. Wow. Right at the end of the two-man advantage. A game-tying goal by Westwood's Colin Fahey. Could the Hillers answer back? Less than 90 seconds left, and here's what happened. Grazia. Seamus. Mara. Here comes Mara. And he lost it for the moment. Out in front. Turned away. Zoltarf was able to nick it towards the net. Mara. Back to Seamus. Seamus to Mara. There's a shot and a goal! Puppet Mara! He does it again! The goal comes with 1:13 left, and the Hillers take the 3-2 lead. Unbelievable. Sophomore Pavitt Mara nets the go-ahead goal, and the Hillers would hang on and take the tough physical game 3-2. Hopkinton improves to 4 wins and 2 losses as they get the victory on Senior Day. Congratulations to the Hillers on a hard-fought Senior Day win. And there you have it, the latest Hiller Sports highlights. An incredible win on Senior Day for Hopkinton Hillers hockey. And right now we're going to take a look at the
teams and how they are doing. Boys basketball just got a win against Holliston that took place yesterday. We'll have highlights for that next week. Girls basketball also got a nice win against Holliston yesterday. And boys hockey 5-2 after a 2-0 win against Holliston on the road. And then you have girls hockey 1-6-1. They had a close game against Dedham. And then boys and girls indoor track having a great season. They're undefeated. Upcoming schedule for Hillers Sports tonight, 7 p.m. Alpine skiing. It's the championships for the Hillers. That's live right here on HCAM at 7 p.m. You can view it on our HCAM Ed channel or our YouTube page, youtube.com/HCAMTV. Friday, we have Hopkinton Hillers girls basketball versus Medway, JV at 5, varsity at 6:30. And then Saturday, February 13th, Hopkinton Hillers girls hockey senior night as they take on Westwood at 5:40 p.m. and also a makeup game on Sunday, February 14th at 3:40 p.m. against Medway, all live on HCAM Ed and our YouTube page, youtube.com/HCAMTV. The Massachusetts Breast Cancer Coalition is hosting a Bike for Prevention fundraiser April 19th through the 25th. Head to our website, hcam.tv, for more information. A great fundraiser for a great cause. And also our photo of the week, Hopkinton Dover Sherborne Co-op girls hockey took on Norwood at the New England Sports Center, a game which we had for you on HCAM. After a good battle, Norwood took the win 2-0. Upcoming government meetings on Wednesday, February 17th at 7 p.m. You can catch the Zoning Advisory Committee airing on HCAM TV. And then Tuesday, February 23rd at 6 p.m., we'll have the Select Board meeting on HCAM TV. And on our YouTube page on Tuesday, February 3rd at 7 p.m., we'll have the Conservation Commission. Believe it or not, we are out of time, as coming up next, Terry Malisi is back. Hopkinton's favorite party planner and chef, for a brand new episode of The Gathering. So be sure to stay tuned for that. We thank you for watching HCAM News. We'll talk to you again next Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Take care and be well, everybody.